Millet TZ recipe? Let's cook. To a pan, add some oil. From there we go in with some sliced onions. To fry till translucent. We will not add any fermented fish, but you could if needed. Once onions is cooked, we'll go in with our tomato base. Prep with onions, peppers, beets, and ginger. To cook. Once tomato goes in, wet our rinsed bowl of tomato and stir and leave to cook. When it's halfway through, we give it another stir. And from there go in with our seasonings. What you see me add here was fennel seed powder, calabash, nutmeg, and some ginger. Was added to tomato-based sways, so there will be no need for so much ingredients. After that, add some salt to taste. We will leave that to cook for infusions. Whilst the stew is cooking, we have our boiling water ready. To commence our millet, porridge the foundation for our TZ. Did not measure, just poured the flour to a cup and added water, but would say about 2 cups. The porridge foundation is key as it is what helps prepare that. When you set in place off water for a softer, but in some situations water can be added if the porridge runs out or not enough for this. From here we raise our yard for our porridge to cook. Whilst we leave that to cook, we check on our stew. Give it a stir before going with our proteins. As our tomatoes beef stew looks cooked. And the next step was for us to add our proteins. Although for this recipe choice of meat varies. I used mackerel, roasted turkey, and cowhide cowell. You could use any meat of choice. After that, add our welletto or stew. The welly has already been pre-cooked, so should be tender by the time stew is ready. Give it a stir for everything to infuse and simmer. And stew should soon ready. Back on our porridge basis all ready. To proceed with our adding cassava and millet flour. The ratio for the cassava and millet was 3 cups to 1 cup millet. As we already had our millet porridge base, did not set some porridge aside as it looked very thick. We would apply water where necessary to make up for the porridge. Millet is mostly common in the northern part of Guinea, as compared to the popularly known corn flour and cassava flour across globally. Millet has lots of benefits. It carries magnesium and potassium that helps improve shared health. Millet serves and can be great alternative to the health conscious in many dish recipes and cuisines. From here we would add the remaining flour to our recipe and carry on churning to finish. TZ it normally medium soft and slightly lighter. We will add water to help loosen up of it. You want to make sure that it's smooth without lumps so you can a sumptuous meal. I normally make it in small batches so as to avoid lumpy TZ, but decided to do a large Scale or double the measurements for enough TZ, so there is an auto last. For now, we would clean our spoon for the millet. And add water to cook to help loosen up. For the want, even though it looks cooked from the onset, we want some elasticity and the opportunity for cassava flour to work its magic. So once it boils over, that should help our TZ recipe. Back from our onto our stew to stir. Our stew is done and should soon be ready for our TZ recipe. Did not add oil to this like a normal dough. You can have prepared it in such a way. It can be paired any meal of choice. Once that runs out, once ready, taste and set aside for our recipe. Our TZ, however, has boiled over nicely. We would flip over to cook the other side. And then begin churning gagain. With both sides cooked, orcharding can now be begin. Once it all done, there is no long to go. It can be molded and served. Served straight into bowls. Just like the cellar stove. Our millet is now together and ready. The consistency just right. And okay to begin serving using our Asanka. But any bowl can be used too. With everything assembled nicely, we can begin dishing our meal. TZ is normally paired with fresh jute leaves combo, infused with fish powder, etc. Or better still, add some acrodo the mix. With some bicarbonate soda help activate. But this can be achieved just by blending the jute together with acro, with some spinach for color. After adding arco hydakawa, we will move on to our jute soup. Or malokia in the diaspora, you can find them frozen packs in most African or Asian shops. For now, we will add acro and malokia jute leaves. Uedu soup. Wish I had thrown in some spinach at this point to make it more potent in color. But it was still giving despite the little setback with color. Acro and uedu has lots of benefits. That makes dish a popular delight for most people across globe. But with winter upon us, this combo couldn't have come at a much better time to help keep warm and fuller for longer. Looks heavy yet with a much lighter consistency with how it cooked, you don't feel heavy. Hence why it has obtained its household name. And more Silver Street Evan ceremony in shop bars phenomenon. Add boiled egg to your meal and serve. You know that for a recipe, egg is always present. Now let's eat. The TZ was soft from the onset. The cassava flurb used help it play a major role. It was yummy, but I can only eat and tell. You could add a bit of some sheer butter as it done in the north, to give a habit of sheener gloss effect, but more so movable to maneuver. With lots of nutrition and vitamins all in one meal. It a great alternative for the diabetic. Let me know if this would be something worth your while. It will be a great feast for this season. Remember to like and subscribe for every daily meal. Is a daily necessity. Kudos.